What you'll be learning in today's lesson is how to calculate the area and circumference of circles and semicircles. Okay, the first question is find the circumference of the circle. And you're given a formula. The formula is here. Formula is pi times the diameter. Pi equals 3.14 as a number, and your diameter is given. So all you need to do is substitute your numbers into the formula. If you do have a scientific calculator at home, you can press the pi button on the calculator. So I'm going to use my calculator now. So I'll write in pi times by my diameter. So I'll do pi times by 8, and to 2 decimal places, the answer that you should get is 25.13 centimeters. The units are very important because the circumference is the area outside of a circle, so it needs to be in centimeters. Okay, the next question, I'm going to give you lot a chance to do this. I'm going to give you one hint. You are given the radius. So if you remember from the previous lesson, what was the relationship? And I'll give you an example. If the radius is 11, what will the diameter be? Pause the video now and have a go at doing this question. Okay, so from the relationship, what you should have realized is if the radius is 11, the diameter should be 22, because the radius is half of the diameter. So now all we need to do is substitute the numbers into the formula. So we do pi times by 22, and to 2 decimal places, the answer that we should get is 69.12, and the units are in meters. Next question. Okay, so now what we're looking at is how to work out the area of a circle. The formula is given here. 2 ways you can write this formula. You can write it as pi times the radius, or pi times the radius squared, or r squared. So now we don't need the diameter, we need the radius. Okay, so the first question, I will go through it step by step with you. We are given the radius, that's all we really need. We're given pi, all we do is pi times the radius squared. So we do pi times by 4 squared, and the answer to 2 decimal places that you should get is 50.27 centimeters squared. Now the units are centimeters squared because the question says find the area. Okay, now it's your chance to have a go at doing the next question. I'm going to give you one clue. You are given the diameter. What do you need to do to work out the radius? Pause the video now and have a go at answering this question. Okay, so what you should have realized is if the diameter is 14, the radius is going to be 7. So from that, we should be able to work out the answer. And the answer is as follows. You should get 153.9 meters squared to 1 decimal place. Okay, so now the last part is working out the perimeter of a semicircle. So you're given a formula here, pi times diameter divided by 2 plus the diameter. So what we need to do first is work out what we need. We need the diameter, we're given pi, so we can start the first question. So if we substitute in what we have, we've got pi times the diameter divided by 2 plus the diameter. So now let's substitute 4 in. We do pi times by 4 divided by 2 plus 4, and the answer that we should get to 2 decimal place is as follows. 10.28 centimeters. Centimeters, because it's asking for the perimeter. Okay, so this first part of your formula, that is working out the circumference of your circle. So that gives you the total area outside of the circle. Because it's a semicircle, that's why we divide it by 2. So this formula here, we have worked out the area of the length of this curve here. Okay, the area outside that semicircle. So we worked out the length of that curve. But to work out the perimeter, it's the total area outside the shape. That's why we still have to add the diameter onto it. So the next question now, I'll give you a chance to work it out yourself. Okay, remember what the link is between the diameter and the radius, and for this question you will need the diameter. Pause the video now and have a go at doing this question. Okay, so firstly what you had to do was realize you're given the radius. To get the diameter you just need to multiply it by 2. So now your diameter is 18. All you need to do with that now is substitute straight into your formula. Pi times 18 over 2 plus 18. And the answer to 2 decimal places that you should get is 46.27 centimeters. Okay, moving on. You're given questions now for your homework. What I'd like you to do is attempt 2 questions from each section. So 2 from the red, 2 from the amber, 2 from the green, and 2 from the purple. Okay, once you have done this, please take a picture and upload to class chat.